Well, welcome to the top of Khao Rang. This is the Khao Rang Lookout. It's very popular with tourists and you'll probably hear them milling around during the news. But today we're going to enjoy this magnificent Phuket view. You've got Cape Panois there in the distance, Geelong Bay, and of course you've got Big Buddha right up there on the top of the hill. So it's now time for the news. A new governor takes control of the local dials today. Governor Jamron takes up the post amid predictions that he's going to take a hard line on the local taxi mafia, beach encroachers, jet skis and the strip of beach restaurants and clubs at Surin. He became renowned on the island during his term as the Phuket Vice Governor, when he spearheaded the crackdown of the island's taxi mafia and led the way in metered taxi reform. Today, Mr. Jamron returns after serving 1 year as Vice Governor of Nakhon Pathom Province on the outskirts of Bangkok. A young Australian who suffered serious facial injuries when he was bashed by two Americans in Thailand is facing assault charges. His family believes he's being unfairly targeted. Jack Hansen Bartel required 3 operations after he had his teeth knocked out and his jawbone shattered in a fight at a Samui nightclub. The two Americans involved, Raymond Chang and Ryan Wang, walked away from the fight unscathed. In June, Mr. Hansen Bartel's charges were upped to assault and he was briefly taken into custody. He's due in court in November and faces up to 6 months in jail. CCTV footage appears to refute a lot of the claims against him and will be presented in the trial. Police are considering charges for a driver of a minivan that crashed during a U-turn in Pak Lok. Police were told that the tour bus just came out of an auto repair shop nearby and was being taken for a test drive when the minivan slammed into the bus while it was making a U-turn to return to the shop. There were no passengers in either of the vans at the time and the drivers were rattled but unharmed. Coming up next, the PM speaks at the UN. A voluntary confession, says the yellow shirt man's lawyer, and the Best Boyfriend of the Year award. All coming up next on Phuket Extra, coming to you from the Khao Rang Lookout with dogs and tourists and everything else. Back in a moment.
The luxury of simplicity. Barn My Khao Phuket is a luxury low-rise beachfront condominium on My Khao Beach. The ideal destination for those who truly appreciate peace and serenity, along with an absolute 70-metre beach frontage. Just 15 minutes from Phuket International Airport, Barn My Khao is a 5-star all the way. Fully furnished rooms in an ideal holiday destination start only at 55,000 Thai baht per month. If you're looking for a luxury holiday rental, contact us at 076 681 188 or reservation rfh@gmail.com.
Welcome back to Phuket Extra, thanks to AKA Thailand. As the dust settles on the Erawan shrine bomb investigation, it appears the first man arrested has now confessed to being the man in the yellow shirt who planted the fatal bomb. Chuchat Kampai has told reporters he met with his client, Adem Karadag, also known as Bilal Mohammed and Bilal Turk, for about an hour yesterday. He says during the meeting, Mr. Karadag voluntarily confessed to being the yellow-shirted man. The reported confession contradicts Mr. Karadag's earlier claims he wasn't in the country at the time of the attack and earlier police assertions that DNA evidence suggested it was unlikely Mr. Karadag was in fact the bomber. Prime Minister Prayuth Chanocha has spoken at the UN for the first time and says that Thailand should serve as a bridge between strong and weak nations. Thailand is pitching for a non-permanent seat on the UN Security Council. In his 15-minute speech in New York, he concentrated on Thailand +1 policy, plus an all-inclusive region-wide economic and industrial development, including projects to increase transport connectivity in Southeast Asia and create special economic zones in border areas. Well, he didn't mention last year's coup during the speech. And a Konkan biker just got the Best Boyfriend Ever award from social media after this video of him pulling his girlfriend into the safety of his arms during a motorbike accident went viral. The 25-year-old and his girlfriend walked away from the accident alive after the motorbike he was driving slipped and flipped over in Korat in soaking rain. Now, apart from the valiant behaviour of the boyfriend, the moral of this story is that wearing leathers when riding a motorbike will save your skin. All right, time for today's weather. Well, certainly much better weather than we've had over last week at least. Hope you get to enjoy it sometime today. Thank you very much to AKA Thailand for being sponsors of the news, and we look forward to being back again tomorrow.
This is the Phuket News. This is Novosti Phuketa. This is Puji Dao Xinwen, the new Chinese language newspaper for Phuket. Available at 600 locations around Phuket. Your island, your newspapers.